and Vugu Nayosi, Black revolutionary now. Just want to speak on this whole migrants situation that is going on in Chicago and California. First of all, you guys need to know that California, right? The Californian government is paying $3.5 billion for immigrants coming across the border for healthcare. And Chicago, government in Chicago, is paying $138 million for healthcare for immigrants. You have black people living in America. You have black people that descending from slavery, generations. You have black people who is demanding reparations. Okay, this is not a handout. This is not a giveaway. This is something that is owed to black people in America, specifically the ones descending from slavery. So let me get this straight. You have the Democrat Party. You guys call it the Democrat Party, who is greenlighting all these immigrants coming across the border and paying for their shelter, paying for their food, paying for their medical care. And you have black people in America who can't even get the reparations that they deserve. We show you the system of white supremacy and how it's still alive and kicking in 2024. So migrants coming across the border by the thousands, by the hundreds of thousands. They are letting these people in and paying for their shelter, paying for their food, paying for the medical care. And you have black people in Chicago. You have homeless people in Chicago who can't even get shelter or healthcare. Make it make sense. Well, we know it doesn't make sense because we know white supremacy is a system that control and decide by the color of your skin who gets what. So our people who just come across the border yesterday have access to all these benefits, but black people, generations of black people in America can't even get proper health care, who is supposed to be citizens, who is supposed to be citizens of the country. And you guys want to sit there and tell me white supremacy in America doesn't exist? It's crazy. Check out this video. There's a sister in Chicago. I think she's at the town hall meeting or something. And she's going in specifically on what I'm talking about. Check it out.
Something. This morning I heard Mayor Brandon Johnson say that the sentiment in the black community is waning. A lie. The sentiment is not waning. We are not okay with you taking our resources and giving them to people who don't live here. As Mark stated before, you are preparing housing for them. One of the reasons that the city of Chicago was able to close 50 schools was because of the black flight. And the reason we had a black flight was because there is no affordable housing in this city. It is because the city of Chicago shut down the voucher system so that blacks who needed to get affordable housing could not. So they had no choice but to flee to other states. But now you found money for the migrants.
That's right.
We're calling foul. And then another thing you said was that the faith-based leaders were helping to bring around the sentiment. We haven't paid attention to faith-based leaders since Dr. Martin Luther King. And guess what? We're not listening to them now. We understand that they are bought and paid for. We understand that you control the narrative that they are trying to speak about. So let me just say this to you. We're not listening to them the same way we're not listening to you. What you're doing is not okay. And let me just say this other thing. Emerson Park is still closed. And our mayor has decided that because we didn't support migrants coming to our park, we just ain't gonna have a park. I call foul, Mayor. You love to stand around and talk about how you're a black man. That's all you are, is a black man. And we know that all black folks ain't skin folks. And those of us who didn't know that, you're giving us a great lesson. So we thank you for that. No, the sentiment has not changed. We are still for black people. We are still for this city supporting us. We're still for black people getting the same set-asides that these migrants are getting. Oh, excuse me, not migrants, because what they are is illegal foreign nationals. They are not migrants. They are not coming here illegally. So just because you put lipstick on a pig, it's still going to be a pig.
Yeah.
So we are not backing down. We were quiet for a minute. I know you thought that the sentiment has changed. It has not. And like I tried to remind people, not only did I support Brandon Johnson, not only did I campaign for Brandon Johnson, not only did I give him my money, but I want you to know two things. Number one, I'm not a fan. I have buyer's remorse. Number two, for any independent candidate in the city of Chicago, any Green Party candidate in the city of Chicago, and any Republican candidate in the city of Chicago, now is your time, because we are done with the Democratic Party. Brandon Johnson, Governor Pritzker, and President Biden have shown us what they think about the black community all over this country. And so we're standing here today to say, okay, if that's what it is, we with it. We don't have to support the Democratic Party. Right. We don't have to continue to support people who are not going to support us. And the Democratic Party here in this city, in this state, and in this country is not supporting us. You got the Republicans on one side and the Democrats on the other side. Guess what? They're part of the same bird.
That's right, with two wings.
So it doesn't matter anymore which party we go with. But I'll tell you this, I'd rather deal with the snake that's outfitting himself of the Republican Party than the snake that's covered up in the Democratic Party.
That's right.
We're not going to continue to stand for this. We're not going to continue to allow our state representatives, our congressmen, our aldermen, and our mayor to let us know that we don't matter. Just like you're going to show us that we're going to matter, we're going to show you. It's going to be a great day in the city of Chicago when the Democratic convention comes here, and then they found out in March that a lot of black voters took Republican ballots.
She's absolutely right. These Democrats, these so-called misleaders, black leaders who work for the Democrat Party these are the people who Black people have been loyal to since the early 60s. And these are the same people who's allowing this BS to go on or to take place. So we know in September or November, I should say, Chicago is going to turn red. How you could have a party who has been voted in and supported by a people who is so loyal to you, but you're not loyal to them? It's crazy. So the sister is absolutely right. We're going to treat you exactly how you treat us. It's that simple. So we need to understand the climate we are in right now. We need to fully understand this. And we, Black people, we shouldn't be loyal to no party. We should be loyal to ourselves first. Whoever bring those tangibles, this is a business transaction. Okay, I don't have to be your buddy or your friend. This is not a friendship. We are being loyal to a party. Black people are being loyal to the Democratic Party for how long? And what they have done. All symbolism nonsense. Tangibles. Reparations. Okay, ain't no school vouchers or house vouchers, business vouchers, cash, reparations. And if they don't overstand and understand that, then we not gonna commit ourselves to support a party. And when did we get to a place where this is like a family thing? Oh yeah, well my family is, I was voting Democrats, so I have to vote Democrats. We should be loyal to people who bring us tangible. That's it. So if it's the blue party, the red party, the green party, whatever case is, I don't care. Whoever is bringing tangibles, that's where your loyalty stand first, and it's a business transaction. When you do a business transaction, you give something and somebody give you something back. You don't give something and you don't get anything back. No one would agree to that in real life, in reality. So why we still going along with this nonsense? So pay attention and stay close to what is actually going on. And we have to take a stand and say, we're not going to be loyal to no one who is not loyal to us. And Vugu Nyosi, Black revolutionary now.